Hi, it's Paul from Wolf Software Systems Limited, and I'm going to talk a bit about Intelligent Wolf and some more talking about documents and how documents and Excel spreadsheets and all this data that you've been storing for all these years is a big data silo, and it's full of really useful information. For instance, it could be contracts, it could be legal stuff, it could just be reference stuff, but it's all a data silo and it's all useful. And with Intelligent Wolf and our platform, we can actually use that data without actually doing anything to it. You don't have to move it, you just leave it where it is. So this is our Intelligent Wolf platform. For those of you who are not familiar with it, it's full of different functionality. And then this is just a base platform that we use for basically building platforms that people would need on. So, for instance, there's a sprint board, sprint management, project management, property maintenance, or whatever, a sales system with lead generation, etc., etc., etc. Integrates with lots of things. Okay, but I'm getting a bit off. In fact, I've got a few integrations set up, but basically, I'm getting a bit off the track. So, what I want to talk about today is the way that documents can give you power using Intelligent Wolf. So, the idea is if you want to sign up and try this platform, you can. And then understand that it's a basis for us to build a platform for your business that matches what your business needs. But anyway, let me show you the clever stuff with documents. We're using MariaDB vector databases, and they allow us to view data in a different way. And as usual, because we've got so many things in this system, it's easy just to do that. Now, if you go to documents, you can see that I've got a table and a grid, and on the grid, you can see that I've got some different sources. This is a Google Drive. There's a Google Drive, like a company Google Drive. I've got my personal Google Drive. I've got a OneDrive. I've got some S3 storage, and if I go into them, you can see that I can get access to Google Drive, OneDrive, and all these documents, and I can actually access them directly from here. So I don't actually care where my documents are stored. I can have multiple locations. So if I go into this table, you see that we've got a search facility, and this is basically a catalogue of all these documents and where they are. And what we can do is do a semantic search. So I can say, what shall I do to grow the business? And I can do a search, give it a second to have a little look around, and it'll come up with a thing any second after digging around all these documents. Okay, so this is what it's generated: business growth strategies. Okay, based on the provided documents. Okay, so it's done what's called a RAG search on the data. So here we go, value proposition. There's some different ideas there, and basically it tells you where the document, financial targets. It's looked at some meeting notes. It's looked at some sales and marketing from various meeting notes and things. It's managed to build this. So it's actually done more than just asking AI, because it's actually looked at actual data about our business in our documents data silo. So if you want to set this up for your business, we can do that, and you can basically, use anything. You can ask it questions like, I'm going to do a survey in Bushy tomorrow. What should I be looking out for? And you could ask it questions like, I've got a meeting with, the client so-and-so. What points do we need to bring up? How can I grow my business? All these sort of things. But it can look at your documents in the data silo to try and understand it. Now, another thing we've also got is another way of looking at them, and that's with the 3D view. So what this essentially does is that it shows your documents in the way that they relate to each other. Okay, so that you'll see that there are documents that are grouped more closely together, and documents that are grouped more far apart. And we're able to build clusters of documents. And there's 32 documents here that are clustered together. These are probably all the meetings actually that are clustered together. But we look for semantic meetings, so we can ask questions about the data like, what meetings did we have about property? You analyse for a second. I suppose it helps if you actually spell things right, but yeah. So there we go. So meeting with Ant and Jack, there are clients actually. So I can go into locate, and it pulls up that one, and then I can open it, and it'll actually open the doc straight away and allow us to actually analyze our data silo in a completely different way. You've probably never seen anything like this, by using 3 dimensions over the standard way of doing it and answering intelligent things. So these are documents that are to do with what I've searched for. So it's slightly different from the where here I'm answering a question. There I'm more like actually looking for documents about the stuff. And you can do that here. You just turn off the AI search and just do property like that, and then search, and it'll bring up some stuff that's just more of a straight search. So there you go. So this is a way to get all your documents, whatever sources they've got. We catalogue them, and then we provide searching and intelligence, and we still don't care where your documents come from, really. So we've got OneDrive, Google Drive, S3 or R2 storage. You can just connect them in the connection section, and that gives you a way of changing your documents from being just a big pile of data stored in an unregulated format to something you can actually work with. Hope that's helpful. If you'd like to talk to us about this or any other parts of us building you a system based on our Intelligent Wolf framework, which has a lot of stuff built into it, but also it allows us to build applications for particular companies, please give us a shout. You can email sales@wolf.uk.com or visit our website at intelligentwolf.com. If you'd like to give this a trial, then please give us a shout as well. You can try out the system, see if you like it, and if you think that it's something that we could use to build a system for your business and plug it in. Hope that's really helpful. Thanks very much. Bye.